Hi guys, Matthew Woodward here and welcome to part 3 of the Ultimate Guide to Tiered Link Building. In this video I'm going to show you how to set up and schedule all of your Tier 1 links over my shoulder. I'm also going to show you some advanced spinning techniques that will help you stand out from the crowd and get more out of your campaigns, as well as some of my personal tips and tricks which I know you're going to love. If you watched the last video, then you should have prepared and spun 3 500-word articles, 1 set of social bookmark titles and descriptions, 1 set of web directory titles and descriptions, 1 set of related keywords and tags, 1 video with titles and descriptions, and imported all of your target sites into Ultimate Daemon. If you don't have all of this ready, then get to work, otherwise carry on watching. Also, in the last video we set up our global proxies, ping servers and capture solving services, so make sure you've done those before you carry on. Once you've done that, on the projects tab here, click new and name your project. In this case I'm going to call it video tutorial and press save. Then open the project, and the first thing that we're going to do is create the Web 2 sites. So a task here, click on new, select Web 2 task and wait for that to open. Make that full screen, and the first thing that we need to do is select sites that we want to post to. So to do that, click the green plus, and just from the top here I'm going to scroll down and select a few hundred of them. That'll do, and click add. The next thing that we need to do is add in our author bio and account information. So to do that we click the green plus here, and let's just maximize this. And you can see that it's already filled out a lot of the information that we need, like first name and last name and username and things like that. So we can come straight to email here, click on the email button and paste in the email address you're going to use, and our template in this case is live.com or Hotmail, and that automatically fills in the mail servers for us, and we just put the username and password. And it's always a good idea to test these settings before you continue. And as you can see, that's connected fine. We then need to fill out the rest of the fields. As you can see, the address information is already done. We have the miscellaneous section here, which is used to fill out any author profiles on sites it signs up to where available. So let's paste an author bio in, the title of our website URL. For the phone number we can just hit the red dice button, the company name, which I wouldn't worry too much about, just make sure it's well spun, so it's always unique, and the job title you can just hit the red dice on here. We then have the Web 2 properties, so the subdomain it's going to use, e.g. www.yourdomain.blogspot.com, the title of the Web 2 property and the subtitle of the Web 2 property. I have already got all of that prepared. The subdomain, you should try and use your keywords where possible. So I've just got a list of keywords here with spaces removed and just tag numbers on the end, spin some numbers in. The main title, again, that should be well spun. Here I've just used a one-line example, but you should probably do 3 or 4 sentences deep and spin that out. And the subtitle. And once you've got all of that in place, you can just press save. So now we've selected the sites that we're going to post to, and we have set up our account profile. The last thing that we need to do is paste in our article for submission, but before we do that there's a couple of things that we need to do. Because we're posting to Web 2 sites, we can actually include images and videos in our posts. It takes a bit more time to prepare, but it does make the post look less spammy, improves the overall uniqueness and gives a link more weight in Google's eyes. So if you head over to Google Images and just tap in your keyword, hit enter, that will return lots of images that we can use in our blog post. But here's a little trick. Most of these are going to be too big when you post them on your blog, so they're going to overlap and not look very good at all. So a trick I use is if you come down to any size here and click medium, and then in the URL you can see where it says ISZ, which I guess means is size, :M. If we change that M to an S and hit enter, we actually get lots of small images. And these are going to be dimensions around 200 by 300 and so forth. So what we need to do is open as many of these in a new tab as possible, about 50 or 60 in total. Just for this example, I'm just going to show you how I do it with a few. So we'll just open a few up like that. And then we can close the image search, and across here, full size image, and we can just skip through the tabs clicking full size image. And as you can see, we've now got some images that we can use in our Web2 submissions. To export all of these URLs, you could go through and copy and paste them all, but there's a nice little Firefox add-on called URL Lister, which just gives you a list of the URLs of all your open tabs. So we will copy that and keep it somewhere safe. Now we just need a list of YouTube video URLs, so if we come over to YouTube, search for payday loans, and open a couple of these in new tabs. You're going to need about 50 videos in total. I'm only going to do a few just to show you the process. I'm just going to pause the videos before they start and start annoying me. Okay. And then again, it's just URL lister, and we don't want that top one, we just want these three here, and put those somewhere safe. So now what we need to do is get a sample of the embed code so we can actually spin these together. If we come back to YouTube, click share, and on embed, and then make sure use old embed code is ticked, because Web2 sites quite often refuse iframes, but they do allow JavaScript. And just in your width here, just whack a width in so nothing overlays. Anything between 300 and 450 will be fine. And copy this out to Notepad. And if we have a look at this embed code, we can see that the unique video ID is only mentioned twice. So what we need to do is recreate this structure in Excel. And to do that, first of all, we need to come back to Excel and remove everything except the unique video ID that you can see here. So if we make a copy of that, hit Ctrl and F, and replace that with nothing, and we get a list of the video IDs there. So looking at the code here, we can see that the first part of the code needs to be this line right up until the unique video ID. So that means these need to go in this column. Oh, we can paste that in there. Then we need to select from here right up until the unique video ID again. Copy. And then the next part of the code is a unique video ID, which we already have here. Let's paste those there. And the final bit of the code is this. So now if we do equals that and that and that and that and that, you will see this outputs this code here, which you can see is identical to the code above. The only difference are the unique video IDs here. So once you have that, you can fill these down. And you will need a list of about 50 of these. I've only just done 3 as an example. So if we make a copy of these and bring it into the best spinner and paste it in, we can select all and then spin together and choose not to include a blank paragraph, and you'll see here this spins out a different video each time. So make a copy of this, and let's put it somewhere safe because we'll need it later. And now we can move on to preparing the images. So let me show you how I go about preparing spun images for use in our articles. I actually have a template that I created a while ago that looks like this, and it randomly assigns a border, randomly aligns it left and right, and it randomly moves the HTML elements around completely. So if we look at a spun article, we can see here it goes in order of source, border and align. Click New Spin, border, align, source, border, align, source again, alt, border, source, align, and so forth. So you can see how just spinning the HTML elements there helps with uniqueness and moves things around. It might not make a difference, but I like to spin everything that I can, and that's just one thing that is really easy to spin. So I'll include this template underneath the video for you, and I'll show you how to go about using it right now. So if you paste this into your preferred text editor, we're first going to replace all of the source equals bits. So to do that, we need to come and get a list of our images, copy them into the best spinner, and paste, and then spin them all together without a blank paragraph. And if we just cut that and come back into our text editor, we can then do replace source equals and replace it with our list of spun images there. So you can see source equals, hit replace all, and you can see what that's done there. And the next bit is the alt tags, and to use that we're going to reference our list of keywords that we scraped earlier. So let me just open those one moment. There they are. Okay, so if we select all, again bring into the best spinner, paste, select all, spin together, no, cut, back to our text editor, and this time we're going to replace alt equals with alt equals list of our keywords, close that off and hit replace all. So to check it's worked, if we copy it all into the best spinner and have a look at the spun article, and we can see image border equals 1, align left, source equals link to the image. Let's check one with the alt tag. There we go, payday loan scams, border. So that is how we prepare the spun elements of our images. So if we take that and cut it out and bring it back to our spreadsheet and paste it there for safekeeping. Now select your video and image, copy those and bring them across to the best spinner. Paste them in, select all, spin together, but this time we want to include a blank paragraph in the spin. Just click yes. Now what this has done, it has spun the video embed code and the image embed code and a blank paragraph. So a third of the time we're going to see an image, a third of the time we're going to see a video, and a third of the time we're going to see nothing. And then we can use this base set of spun images and videos and blanks to help fill out our articles a bit. So make a copy of this somewhere safe. I'm just going to make a copy of it in my text editor here, and now we can go about adding this into our article. So open up article 1, which you prepared earlier, and you can see here that I've not sentence spun this or anything. In fact, this is just auto-generated content that I'm using for the purpose of this video tutorial. So ignore the fact that it's not sentence spun. It's only done on the word phrase level and makes no sense at all. It's just for the purposes of this video. So if we take our spun block of video and image and blanks and copy that, we can just randomly insert that in between a paragraph. obviously you're going to have 50 videos and 50 images to choose from, so you might choose to include that block twice. Really, what I've done here, just take as a guideline, think out of the box. There's loads more things that you can do with this. You could just have a video block here, or just images down here, and then videos and images down here. Just let your mind run wild with the possibilities of how you can spin images and videos into your content. But once you've done that, then all you need to do is add the backlinks into your article itself. So first of all, let's find our keyword highlighted and see where we can insert our links. That looks like a good one. Advanced payday loan online. So ahref equals, and close it off there. And add your website in there, and we can probably spin that a little bit to really diversify the anchor text that we use. And if we bring that back into our text editor there, so our link is going to use a wide range of anchor text: cash advance online, payday loan on the net, payday cash loan on the web, payday loan on the net. So while these terms are all relevant to payday loan, we're not overly spamming the exact match anchor text that Penguin's been penalising people for. So make sure that you mix your anchor text up like that. And don't forget, when you have sentence spun something, you will actually need to insert the link 3 times. Once into the first sentence, once into the second alternative sentence, and once into the third alternative sentence, to make sure that your link appears on every output of the spin. So remember to do that, it's important. So now we can come back to Ultimate Daemon and paste in the article that we've just finished preparing. So the title can go there, and then the article body down here, and then you can just put in a list of your related keywords. You can spin these if you want to, you probably should, but just for this video I'm not going to. Also, it's worth talking about the contextual links here. Now what Ultimate Daemon allows you to do is add a niche set of links based on keywords and URLs. So we could enter a big long list of keywords all to do with payday loans and cash advance loans and everything like that, and then enter a list of relevant links that we've scraped from Scrapebox. And once you've done that, when Ultimate Daemon is posting the articles, you can tell it to randomly insert any number of your contextual links as well as your actual link that we actually included in the article. Seem to have lost where it's at. There it is. So taking advantage of these contextual links helps make your link building look a bit more natural, because all of your tier 1 links are not just linking to your site, they're linking to your site and other relevant sites based on the keywords here. So I'm not going to take you through setting this up. It's just a case of loading Scrapebox up with a load of keywords, scraping some URLs, and then dropping them into this window here, clicking save. I usually pick to randomly insert between 1 and 3 contextual links, but play with this number. There's no really any set rule for it. It's just another way to help increase the uniqueness of your articles and make things blend in a little bit more, so it's not overly obvious that you're just promoting yourself and no one else in the links that you build. And last but not least are the project settings over here. So task name, I like to keep things nice and organized, so I'm going to call them tier 1 web 2s. we're going to schedule them for later, retry the submission 5 times after 20 minutes. We're going to verify the account confirmation emails after 60 minutes. And we're going to stop on roughly 100 completed items. We're going to schedule a task over 14 days and spread that evenly, enable account protection, and just bring the submission speed down to the average. So once we click save, this will automatically schedule 100 of our Web 2 submissions over the next 14 days, and we can move on to setting up the other types of links. Next, we're going to prepare the article directory submission pretty much in the same way. New task, this time select article task, make this full screen, select sites. This time we need to add a comma separated list of categories, so loans, money, finance, business, and choose set category. I'm going to select a few hundred of these again. That'll do. Click on add, wait for it to add those through. Then come across and add our account profile, fill it in exactly the same way as we did before. I'm just going to pause the video and fill it out quickly because it's pretty boring. Okay, so all of that's filled out. Hit save, and we'll just come across here, make sure we're using the right account profile, which we are. And then it's just a case of pasting in our title, summary, body, resource box, and keywords. So I'm just going to do that quickly, one moment. Okay, I've filled all of that out. Don't forget to include your link in the resource box. Don't include any links in the article body, but do make sure you come over to the contextual links area, use this drop down to pick your niche and randomly insert 0 to 2 contextual links. Where possible, Article Daemon will submit articles with links in the body. Some directories allow this, some don't, but Ultimate Daemon actually takes care of this for us anyway. And then last but not least, again up to the task name, keep things nice and organized. Tier 1, article directories, excuse my spelling, there we go. Schedule for later, retry 5 times after 20 minutes, verify the emails after an hour, stop on roughly 100 completed items, and we're going to schedule it over 14 days, enable account protection, and bring submission speed to the average, and just hit save. So now the Web 2 and the article directories are set up. Next we're going to do the bookmarks. So if we click on new, bookmark task, select sites as we did before, enter categories separated by commas. General, news, misc, set category, and I'm going to select a few hundred of these again. Oh, not 2,000 of them. Oh, that many. There, that's a better number, and click add. Then straight up to the green plus here to set up our account profile. It's pretty much already set up. We just need to hit the drop down box to get our email, which I've now put in there, and just click save. Oh, just having a think about that. Okay, and just come over here and just double check that's the right email and profile to be using, which it is. And when we come over to this window, it works a little differently than the others. First of all, we need to add our money site. I'm just going to use Google as an example and click on start, and that automatically goes out and scrapes the current title and descriptions and tags from the page. But you should have already prepared your own set of bookmark titles and descriptions and tags, which you just need to copy and paste in here. So I'm going to pause the video and do that quickly. Okay, I have filled all of that out, and up to the project settings here, Tier 1 bookmarks. You should know the drill by now. Schedule for later. Retry 5 times for 20 minutes. Verify emails after an hour. Stop on roughly 100 completed items. Schedule over 14 days. Spread evenly. Account protection enabled. And bring this down to the average and just hit save. Now all you need to do is repeat the entire process that you've just seen for the wikis, the press releases, the directories and the videos. I'm not going to step you through every single one of those because we'll take all day, and it's pretty much the same process regardless of which task you've done. So I'm going to go ahead and set all of those up, and I'll be back once they're done. Okay, so now you can see that I finished setting up the rest of the projects. It's only taken about 10 minutes to do in total, and you can see it's already started to submit some of the tasks and work its way through those. Over the next 2 weeks, Ultimate Demon's going to be building out our diverse Tier 1 link profile, which we can then use as a solid base to build our Tier 2 links to. All we need to do in the meantime is sit back and relax. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to export a live list of your links and check that they're still live and valid, how to automatically generate all of the content you need for Tiers 2 and 3 at the click of a button, as well as exploring advanced spinning techniques such as character spinning, precisely how and where to use that content for the best results, and how to set up and fully automate Tier 2 and 3 link building forever in 10 minutes flat. It takes a long time to make these videos, so if you want to help me out and say thanks, then please take 60 seconds to share the tutorials with others. You can do that by posting about them on forums, sharing them with your friends on social media, writing about them on your blog, leaving comments and ratings on YouTube and in forum threads. Literally anything you can do to help spread the word is really, really appreciated.
That brings us to the end of this part of the series, so thank you for watching. You've got a couple of options right now. You can either watch the next video in the series or use a tutorial guide on your screen now to select which part you want to watch next. If you have any questions or want more great tutorials like this, then head over to my blog to check out all my posts. And hey, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and my blog. See ya!